Hey everybody, welcome to the channel. Hey guys, we're your hosts, M and J, and today we're taking a look at the 9th episode of Netflix's Masters of the Universe Revelation. This episode has Adam and Skeletor being forced to team up to take down Evil-Lyn after she tricked Skeletor into handing over the Power Sword and used the power of Grayskull to destroy Preternia. Despite that fact, it's pretty obvious that we're supposed to sympathize with Evil-Lyn. They keep talking about how she was abused by Skeletor, but ignoring the whole character assassination part of the situation, that just doesn't excuse her actions. They can't seriously expect us to look past the fact that she destroyed an entire realm of existence. Someone being a victim does not justify them victimizing others. That's just not how it works. Now she has all this power and is hell-bent on destroying the entire universe. They just push things too far with her. Then there's the heroes who are trying to prepare for their final stand, and it's supposed to be epic, but I honestly don't really care anymore. This show has worn out its welcome. I'm really not surprised that people didn't come back for the second half. This episode begins with Tila trying to magically send a message to all people of Eternia to help them in the fight against Evil-Lyn. She's having some trouble, which is understandable since she's new to magic, but the whole squad comes out to support her since they literally have no other options. I wish they had actually shown Tila changing her mind on magic instead of just dropping it all together, because it's really awkward now. She believed very strongly that magic was lies, and now here she is doing magic. It's like they forgot or something. Meanwhile, Prince Adam and Skeletor are talking alone. What happened to all the guards? And Skeletor being handcuffed? They just let him go? I get that things are kind of crazy right now, but I don't think Skeletor should be off the hook. Is no one concerned? This is still concerning. Skeletor says that Preternia was just the start, and Evil-Lyn plans to destroy all of existence, so he suggests that they team up. I don't want to see them team up after everything that's happened in this show. Skeletor killed him, and then almost killed him like 5 minutes after he came back to life. And now he wants to team up? Like that's not super awkward? He wants Adam to call down the power again, even though he knows he doesn't have the sword. But Adam refuses, saying that that power is too unstable and untempered. Skeletor keeps pushing it, but Adam puts his foot down, and I can at least appreciate he's standing up for himself. Adam has his own plan to stop Evil-Lyn, which is basically to go to Castle Grayskull and deal with Evil-Lyn directly. Skeletor isn't happy about this plan, but that's just too bad. He made this mess, and now he's gonna deal with it. In Castle Grayskull, Lyn is using the portal to look at the universe. I thought she didn't like that portal. Anyway, she ends up seeing a vision of Zor, who in this version is serving as the goddess of this universe. This vision is apparently showing events from thousands of years in the past, where Zor was bitten by a venomous snake and seemingly dies from it. So Lyn declares that God is dead, and has been dead this entire time, so everything's terrible and the only logical thing to do is burn it all to the ground. Except she was already going to do that? She already destroyed Preternia. What was the point of giving her this vision now? Maybe this should have come before she destroyed Preternia? She was already a nihilistic edgelord. Beastman tries to talk her down, but then she starts taking her anger out on him. She questions whether he's a beast or a man, and even threatens him. When he says that she sounds just like Skeletor, she gets so mad that she starts to attack him, but they're interrupted by the sound of a horn. It turns out to be Adam, who's trying to get an audience with her. Beastman offers to rally the troops, but Lyn says not to bother, being pretty confident on how this is all going to end. But while Adam and Skeletor are trying to be diplomatic with Lyn, Tila and Andra are sneaking into the castle. Andra's questioning the validity of this plan though, and asks Tila if the message she sent worked. Tila says she has no idea, and she only felt something for a brief moment, but that doesn't mean anyone will answer her call, and right now the odds are stacked against them, and she wonders if they're walking into a trap, and right on cue they get stopped by one of Clawful's projectiles. I guess he was firing off a warning shot. I don't see why he would miss that. He fires multiple rounds at them but misses every single shot. The aim of a stormtrooper, that one. Meanwhile, back in the throne room, Evil-Lyn scoffs at Adam trying to greet her politely, saying she can't believe they're there just to talk, which Skeletor agrees with, but Adam says there's no point in fighting since she's too powerful. But Evil-Lyn attacks them anyway. Their job is just to distract her while Tila goes through the actual sorceress ritual, and the king and queen gather the armies, so they just have to keep that up. Meanwhile, Tila and Andra are fighting the henchmen, only for the Orlax to show up and sweep them away. It was able to escape the dungeon with Duncan, so now they're reunited. I don't know what the point of all that build-up was with the Orlax and its slime and putting people into comas, or how they tried so hard to figure out what it knew. That all went nowhere. Why'd they focus on all that so much? This show is a mess. Anyway, back in the throne room, everyone's fighting, during which Evil-Lyn turns turns Panther into stone, and his stone body shatters. So he's dead now. Sure is great that they brought him back just to kill him off immediately, just like Clamp Champ and Fisto, cause it's not like viewers maybe wanted to spend some time with these characters. We're just supposed to praise all this edgy death. These deaths are supposed to be shocking, but how are newcomers supposed to care? They don't know these characters. And as for long-term fans, I'm just numb at this point. Regardless, killing a cat is unforgivable, and she needs to pay for her crimes. It then cuts rather abruptly back to Tila and Duncan. She's concerned that no one got her message, but Duncan tells her that he got the message, so everyone else must have gotten it too, and that everyone's coming. This is supposed to be a big moment, but they botched her character arc, so I personally don't think it has the impact that it should. The only henchmen left at this point are Pig Boy and Goat Man, the henchmen from the live-action movie, which might be a fun reference, but they're only here because all the usual henchmen are caught up in that stupid tech cult that the story forgot about, so that's awkward. Outside the castle, Randor and Marlene are able to talk, and the two are able to repair their relationship by apologizing to each other. It's actually a pretty sweet moment. And on top of that, the cavalry arrives when the masses of Eternia show up to join the fight. We also get a bunch of cameos from other masters of the universe. It would have been nice to actually have them be proper characters instead of just basic cameos. Then again, given the way they treated Fisto, Clamp Champ, and all the previous champions of Eternia, maybe this is for the best. Meanwhile, Tila makes it to the pool, where she finds an apparition of her mother. I guess she didn't ascend to Preternia, and is now haunting the halls of Castle Grayskull, which is a good thing, considering the fact that, you know, Preternia got nuked. Tila confronts her about keeping the fact that she's her mother a secret. She explains that to become the sorceress, you have to give up your mortal life, including everyone that's in that life, and dedicate yourself completely to Zor. And despite the isolation that comes with it, it's the highest of callings, and she needs to understand that if she's also going to take on this responsibility. Upstairs, Skeletor and Adam are trying their best, but Lyn is pretty OP. Adam does manage to scratch her cheek though. Then Beastman offers himself to her, so he can become her battle cat. At this point, he's basically offering to be her personal lapdog. I have no idea what Beastman did to deserve this, but now he's Battle Beast, more like Battle Simp. Cringer tries to attack him, but he gets pinned to the ground, but this pretty much cements Lyn as the victor, and she grabs Skeletor to gloat in his face. He begs for his life, which is pretty cowardly, but then she starts ranting about all the abuse she suffered under him, which I understand, but that doesn't justify her actions here. I also really think this scene needed to come before she destroyed Preternia. It could have helped explain her descent into madness, because she explains that killing Skeletor isn't good enough, since he just came back the first time he died. So now she thinks she needs to destroy the entire universe and herself to finally be rid of him, which is pretty extreme, to destroy everything just to get rid of one guy. So sorry if she doesn't have my pity. Before she can do anything though, the king and queen lead the charge against the castle. Lyn comments on how inspiring it would be that all Eternians have joined against her, but ultimately dismisses it as stupid. The two of them challenge her on that, but then they do that thing where they go, "You and what army?" and acknowledge the fact that there's no one alive who would fight for her. So on cue, she raises an army of the dead, led by Scareglow. So glad he's back. And that's where the episode ends. It's understandable why people dropped this series. They really botched a lot of these storylines, and they weren't that great to begin with. If they really wanted Evil-Lyn to descend into madness, they should have waited for her to destroy Preternia. But destroying Preternia was dumb anyway. Now she's summoned an army of the dead, but why is Scareglow listening to her? Does he just want to increase the population of Subternia? Why even bother with the undead army? Can't she just destroy Eternia right now? She has to get closer to the apex to destroy all of existence, but if she destroyed Preternia really easily, you'd think Eternia would be even easier. This is just here because they need a big final battle. So those are our views on the episode. What did you guys think? We'd love to hear from you, so leave your comments down below. Thanks for watching, we really appreciate it. Before we go, we'd like to give a shout out to our members: Stutania, Tyrant Carnivore, Adam K, Shiny Orc Boy, The Rabbit Mancer, Hunter Rose, General Bolivar, Depth Charge Media, Samaru163, Gabby Hime, Sandy Martin, Verdant Range, Butcher7 Actual, Dash Hound, JVR, Hussyman42, Nixel, Eric Griffin, Phantom of the Night, Phil C, Taylor Ramirez, Caleb Nelson, Shrike Z, and Bandito Bane. Thank you all so much for your support. If you'd like to become a member, you can hit the join button next to the subscribe button. And if you enjoyed this video, you can leave a like and subscribe to the channel to see more content from us. That helps us out a lot too, and it's free. We also have Buy Me Coffee if you want to support us that way. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you you all in the next video. Bye everyone. Bye guys.